How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online on the Sorcerer. Let's talk.
In order to help my people, you're probably going to have to do some things you may not like. You need to accomplish a deed of honor before they'll even let you near them. Otherwise, you'll be greeted by a hail of arrows.
A deed of honor?
I don't want to get into details with the Lamia standing nearby. Meet me at the bridge to the east of here. We'll talk there. Just be careful. Any other Lamias you meet won't be as friendly as Ziknith.
I'll meet you at the bridge. Alright. Zik?
You disappoint me, outsider. Choosing to side with murderers and thieves instead of us. My people will no longer sit back and hope for peace. We will take our children back. You just watch and see.
Well, I don't want to take your children. What? What? Hang on a second. I didn't say I was going to do that, did I? What? I'm just going to meet at the bridge. Alright, so, let's go to the bridge and see if we can not have a problem with those people as well.
Sorry I was delayed. It was harder to get rid of Ziknith than I thought it would be.
That's how you pronounce the name, Ziknith?
Now, what were we talking about? Oh, I remember. Before my people will even listen to you, you need to perform an honor deed. It has to be an act that benefits my clan. Something they would expect one of us to be able to accomplish.
Now, what do you suggest?
To really make an impression, you need to hurt the Lamias. Kill them, burn their eggs, and defeat their champion. Even our strongest warriors haven't been able to accomplish that. Do these things, and that should be enough to get you an audience.
Well, it sounds like just defeating the Lamia champion should be sufficient.
Maybe. That's certainly more than any of my people have been able to do. It won't be easy, though. She's a powerful old snake. Her cave is at the highest point in the Lamia camp.
Gotcha. Alright. Up above. Stop it! Stop it, strangler! Alright, so... just over here. Also, we can't forget about Stibbins, alright? Nobody forget about Stibbo. Oh, this Lamia. Why did you have to get in the way? I don't want to hurt your people. But if you insist on attacking... Well, actually, they're not attacking, are they? They're probably defending. Just use that button, which knocks them out, you see? Where is your champion? Bring forth the there you are.
The champion is dead. Let's return to the camp where your friend was killed.
Nice and quick.
There's a portal stone there that we can use to reach the council.
Nice and quick. Alright, back over here. Yeah! What the? Back over the bridge. Now that I've caused chaos in the Lamia camps and defeated their champion, Tamriel suggests that we return to the campfire, where we found Captain Alfari's body. She says there's a portal stone there.
So this is the outsider that Tamriel has been dragging around the forest. Interesting.
What? What's so interesting about that?
You're lucky, outsider. The only thing keeping me from sticking my knife in you right now is our code. But if you think I'm going to help you, think again.
Attitude? Just the attitude.
I wasn't expecting any of the Shadow Walkers to be here. They haven't attacked yet, so that's a good sign. Just don't do anything to make them nervous, alright?
Why do you think the Shadow Walkers are here?
Well, I told you that killing Lamias would get their attention. You performed an honor deed. They respect that. Hopefully that respect will last long enough for you to help me before they decide to kill you.
So what do we do now?
You stay here. I'll go see the council and give them the Lamia's head. That should be all the incentive they need to agree to listen to you. In the meantime, talk to the Wood Elves here. Any information you gain is just another arrow in your quiver. Return shortly. You'll be safe here, I promise. Why not get to know a few of these Shadow Walkers while I'm gone?
Yeah, let's get to know Sanathil. You still gonna stick me?
You're lucky, outsider. The only thing keeping me...
Lovely, lovely stuff. Mindarin.
Faranil is like a sister to me. I almost convinced her to give up her foolish plan, and then you showed up. Well, since you made it this far, we might as well try it her way. I guess any chance, no matter how remote, is worth the trouble.
So what do you suggest I do to convince the council to listen to me?
I hope I don't live to regret this. Inril is the oldest member of the council. She's also the most willing to listen. But you have to show her some respect. Let her speak. Respond only when spoken to. That's all I can think of. Hope it helps.
I hope so too. Egin Thoril?
You don't look tough enough to have beaten the Lamia champion, but even a mighty storm starts with a light breeze. Still, an honor deed is an honor deed. Maybe the Council of Elders will actually agree to meet with you.
Anything I should keep in mind when I see the council?
I'm not sure I should help you, but you seem to be on Faranil's good side. Maybe if I give you some advice, I'll get on her good side too. I recommend you try a little humor when you talk to Thor. He's a dry old leaf, but he does like to laugh.
A little humor?
I don't remember the last time I talked to an outsider. Killed one, sure, I do that all the time. But talk, that's a new one for me. I was born and bred in these woods, never ventured outside its borders. Always wondered what was out there.
Help me convince your elders to break their vow, and I'll get you out of this place.
You don't honestly believe you can do that, do you? My people made a vow to protect this citadel long before I was born. The elders are ancient and stuck in their ways. They'd never agree to break our oath.
I'm going to convince them to leave and come with me.
We get to see bright skies and clear water. I've only heard stories about such things. Listen, if you speak to Elder Elsoril, show some compassion. Life on a council can be harsh and unforgiving.
Good
El
news.
Seril?
The council has agreed to meet with you.
Compassion with El Seril?
You don't look tough enough to have beaten. I'm not sure I should help you, but you seem to be on
Thor?
Faranil's good.
Make Urthor laugh. Alright, anyway, let's see.
The council will see you, but this won't be easy. You have one chance to convince them, so make sure you put your best foot forward. My people.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, let me make sure I got it right here.
Faranil is like a sister to me. I hope I don't live to regret this. Inril is the oldest member of the council. She's also the most willing to listen. But you have to show her some respect. Let her speak. Respond only when spoken to. That's all I can think of.
Alright, so in the riddle we got to respect. And then this one, we need
sure I should
Urthor.
help you, but you seem to be on Faranil's good side. Maybe if I give you some advice,
He
I'll
wants a
get on
little
her good
comedy.
side.
And compassion for...
I don't remember the last time I talked to an... You don't honestly believe you can... We get to see bright skies and clear
Elsoril.
water. I've only heard stories about such things. Listen, if you speak to Elder Elsoril, show
Alright.
some compassion. Life on a council...
I just wrote down, just in case.
The council will see you, but this won't be easy. You have one chance to convince them, so make sure you put your best foot forward. My people, our future, depends on it. We can't continue to be prisoners in our own forest.
Any last words of advice before I meet with them?
Dealing with the council can be tricky. It's a collection of individuals, each with his or her own idiosyncrasies. They are devoted to Molag Bal and our oath of servitude. It won't be easy to convince them to break those ancient promises.
So there's a good chance that I'm going to fail?
You can't fail. You just can't. Were the Shadow Walkers down here helpful? Do you need to talk to them again? When you're ready, just use the portal behind me. Present a good argument and make it count.
Right, so she goes out of her way and says, hey, talk to the people. So they all took off. It's too late now. There must have been one more person. Oh. Go for gold. Hope for the best. So Earthor, you want to laugh, do you? Let's just give him a good old tickle.
This is a great privilege allowing you to stand here. Never before has an outsider been permitted to set foot on this platform. My daughter, however, was insistent that we speak with you. We shall hear what you have to say.
Feraniel said that a contract binds you to Molag Bal.
Yes, we have sworn to protect the passage that leads to the tower known as the Lightless Oubliette. In exchange, we have been given the gift of shadow walking. When our contract is fulfilled, the Daedric Prince shall send us back to Valenwood.
Alright, so I understand your situation, but with all due respect, I think you've been tricked. That isn't going to fly. You're a fool to think Molag Bal would ever let you leave. I don't think so. I see how well that's worked out for you so far. Hey, what's a few hundred years when you're having fun, right?
Well, yes. We still await our day of release. Hundreds of years, however, do not mean much in a place where lives are measured in eternity. What makes you think Molag Bal will break our agreement?
I never trust anyone who decorates Valenwood, and the rest are known with Daedric anchors.
You have a wit about you, and your words have given me much to consider. Have a care, though. Valenwood was once my home. Speak to the other elders while I think about this.
I think he had a little... I don't think it even registered as a giggle, but there was a little... there was a little bit of that. Elsaril, you want some compassion? I'll give you that.
You poor child. Dealing with those disgusting lamias as you navigated the moonless walk must have been so unnerving. Such horrible creatures. Now, sad little Faranil mentioned that you bring us news from Nirn. What is it?
Molag Bal plans to destroy Nirn. His invasion has already begun.
Such terrible news. But how can I know that what you say is true? It makes no sense. Why would Molag Bal destroy our beautiful and beloved Valenwood?
I'm so sorry, but I've seen the Daedric anchors. Thousands have already died. You must believe me.
The poor animals that roam the Valenwood, the people, I shall consider what you have told me and pray for an end to the pain and suffering. Thank you for sharing this news with me.
You're welcome. Alright, and Elder Gluin. Well, that, I don't know anything about him. Elder Indril?
You have accomplished much, outsider. Survived the moonless walk, performed an honored deed. Well done. I shall listen to your words and consider them with great respect. I promise you this much at least. Now, tell me, why are you here?
Molag Bal has lied to you. He'll never let you leave. Help me and you can return to Valenwood.
You must understand. To simply accept the word of an outsider, to turn our backs on everything we believe. You ask much, stranger. Still, Faranil has been insistent about the very same concern. Tell me something to sway my opinion.
My lady, Cold Harbor's chains rip through Nirn. Valenwood will be destroyed unless we do something.
This news disturbs me. Thank you for sharing this information with us. Speak to the other elders while I consider what you've said.
Done. Now I've got to speak to you and I know nothing about you. Ailsling, the Huntress, have you got any information? As you look out into the nothingness, I guess not. Earthor.
Thank you for speaking to us, young one. We need to speak among ourselves now. The story you tell is quite disturbing. Now we must decide if it's true.
Speak to my fellow elders and state your case. We will convene when you are done to discuss our options.
Well, we got 3 out of 4, right? 3 out of 4 should be good enough. Elder Gluin, let's have a look here though. I used the portal to reach the floating platform above the moonless walk. Now I have to talk to their members, okay? Oh, well, I guess we'll just have a listen to him and try to figure it out as we go along.
Spew forth your lies and be quick about it. I have a great many things to contemplate today.
Mologbao is using you, and he's going to destroy Valenwood. You need to leave, now.
That annoying Faranil has convinced you of her fables, hasn't she? I tire of this old argument. But you did perform an honor deed. I shall give you one chance to convince me that we are being duped. Go ahead.
So I can tell him to lose the attitude and listen well. Doesn't seem so respectful, but maybe that will get through to him. With all due respect, I've seen the chain destroying our worlds. It's horrendous. I bet he doesn't believe me. I know this must be hard to hear, and I bet he'll say I'm lying. If I say, I'm going to go for the first one. Lose the attitude and listen well. I've seen the anchors. They're destroying Nirn.
You speak with confidence and conviction. Very well. I shall consider your words. A persistent fool may know more than an isolated genius. We shall see.
I hope that worked.
We have heard enough. Use the portal and return to my daughter's side. You have given us much to discuss, outsider.
All right. Let's see how we go. Faraniel?
You're back. Tell me everything. Did it go well? Were you able to convince them?
I spoke to each of the elders. They're discussing what to do.
Of course they are. That's what the council does. Sometimes I think that's all they ever do. But do you think they're going to help you?
Well, I told some jokes, I made some threatening remarks, and turned on the charm. Piece of cake.
Really? You're not serious, are you? Oh, may the spirits guide me through this dark hour. Well, we're about to find out what they thought. Here comes my father now.
Outsider, step forth and hear the decision of the Council of Elders. The Council has discussed what you told us, debated your words from every angle, even drew upon Faranil's arguments from past meetings. Understand that we did not reach our decision lightly.
And what did you decide?
The Council can no longer ignore the truth happening around us. For too long we obeyed our vows and waited for a reward that will never be granted. Should we continue on our path, even after Valenwood is destroyed?
And what does this mean?
It means that your argument has convinced us. I sent runners to unlock the ruined passage that leads to the tower. My daughter said that you were interested in the place. I will also send a group of soldiers to aid you against Molag Bal.
Faraniel?
What did my father say? Did you convince them?
What do you mean? You were standing right there. He's behind me. The council has agreed to help.
Yes, you did it. You really did it. I've tried for so long to convince them, and now we can finally leave this wretched place. I can look upon a real sky. What did my father tell you to do?
I need to go to the tower. He sent someone to open the door.
When the council finally makes a decision, they act with speed and certainty. I suggest you head for the door to the ruined passage as quickly as you can. I'm going to talk to my father. I want to be a part of the group we send to help you.
How are you going to do that? Oh, anyway, she'll figure that out. So we are off to the ruined passage. This way. Actually, I don't need to mark that. There's the path. Let's follow that. Whoa. Aha, there you are. Now I can get into the tower. I should head over and look for the door to the ruined passage. The promised one has finally arrived. The light of Meridia is yours to claim. With it, you can finally set me free. King Lalorian Dynar. That's great. I just need to figure out how to get in there. Ancient branch. Excellent. Bring
you. You will need it to free me from my bonds.
Wonder why I couldn't hear it.
I have waited for centuries. and waited and waited. Do you know how boring that can be? But now, you are here, just as Meridia foretold.
Meridia knew I was coming.
The Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve her purpose. At first, she thought I would fulfill that prophecy. But I failed. And now, I need your help.
Where are you projecting this image from?
Have no fear. I am as alive as you are. Molag Bal has preserved me so that I can endure his endless tortures. His cruelty knows no bounds. I can't slip free of this lightless oubliette, but I have managed to send my projection to meet you.
How do I set you free?
I knew you were the one I was waiting for. Molag Bal locked me away for a reason. He fears me. Once you set me free, we can make him regret the day he made us his enemies. You made it this far, just as I had predicted. I am glad to see that my calculations were not in error. Now, if you are ready, we have a prison to break out of.
How did you wind up in here?
I was captured shortly after Meridia pushed her city into this dread realm. This prison relies on darkness. Early on, I almost broke free. Now Molag Bal shapes the darkness itself to bind me, suppressing my attempts to escape.
So what should I do?
Molag Bal has trapped me within a pillar of darkness, infused with his own vile energy and powered by the light of Meridia. That, however, will be his undoing. The light of Meridia can also banish this darkness, but you have to bring it to me.
I'm on my way.
To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal uses crystallized darkness to hold me and suppress my power. Move the crystals from their locations to the prison door, and the way shall be opened for you.
Who are you, exactly?
I am the last Ayleid king. In our ancient language, my name means ruler in dark times. I can imagine no darker time than the end of the Ayleid people.
How have you survived this long?
I am a servant of Meridia, her master tactician and strategist. Between my master's blessings and the time-distorting nature of this dread realm, I am still alive. Consider that your good fortune, for you will never defeat Molag Bal without my help.
I'll bring the light of Meridia to you?
To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal uses crystallized darkness to hold me and suppress my...
All right, buddy, I got you. Enter the tower. The tower is a lightless oubliette, a prison of darkness that binds King Lalorian Dynar, the last Ayleid king. Now that I'm inside the tower, I need to find the crystals of darkness so that I can move them to the prison door. Alright, we need 3 of them. The frozen
Enter
alcove.
the frozen alcove and collect the flame shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Oh, hey, Sparky. I mean, I'm Sparky. You're not Sparky. I'm Sparky. There's another frozen soul over here. Atronach down. So dark. You're the one that I want, Flame Shadow. This crystal seems to absorb heat from anywhere around it. Oh, 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 oh. Flame Atronachs now. Exit over here. Light it up. There's one behind me there. That's one down. Next. Nope, not this way. Somebody's screaming in the background.
Enter the library and collect the Mind Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Let's bow down to the Sorcerer King. Oh. The Sorcerer King breaks his legs. Zap him. I love that heavy attack. Take him down. One thing I've never done is played Skyrim as anything but an archer. So, kind of curious about trying it out as a, you know, like a sorcerer. Because that would be completely different for me. Completely different. Yeah, because anytime I've tried to play that game, I always end up being an archer, and I love it. I love being an archer. Because melee just always felt really clunky. And it's because the screen goes all over the place. So imagine it's like this, and then you swing the axe, and it's like, hua, hua, hua. It's just all over the joint. I know you can get mods and so on to sort of fix it up, but yeah, it's just never felt that good. So yeah, so I just naturally tend to go towards archer, which a lot of people do. Stealth archer, right? It's a fun way to play the game, but yeah, I guess like as a sorcerer, you'd still have that ranged attack. That'd be, yeah, casting spells and summoning things, I guess. Would be a bad idea to try that someday. We gotta go back out this way. There was that switch, but because I'm roaming around in the dark, like losing my way. Ah, here we go. Perfect. Now, one more.
Enter the garden and collect the life shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Yep. As the lights go out, perfect timing. Perfecto time. You can't see a damn thing. Except when I'm lighting things up. Don't pull me back. Don't do it. Life shadow. Alright, and back we go. And something's busted up. What's wrong? What is broken? You are broken. I have no way of repairing you. What is that? It's a light piece of armor? Fortunately, I don't have a replacement for you. Oh, I guess I could throw that on. Just for the armor. Just for the armor. Just for now. Here we go. Into King Dynar's prison.
Well done, my friend. Now, enter the oubliette and set me free.